Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I got another GTA 6 drama video for you guys. Oh man, this just does not end, does it? So it's like every single day I'm covering some kind of new drama. It's just getting ridiculous. It's every single day something is happening, something. And now we have even more stuff. And this is why I always wait until the end of the day to post these videos. The reason I don't want to rush them out is because there's a lot of misinformation. And there's a lot of misinformation that has been going around today, including this article here. This article is actually saying stuff that is not true. So it's saying GTA 6 leaker threatens to give build to millions of gamers around the globe. No proof of this whatsoever. So again, I'm not defending the hacker, but there's no proof that the hacker made this statement. So let's see here. According to the group, which had been soaking up what could amount to millions of dollars in crypto funds as the leaking situation has unraveled, they have a complete build for GTA 6 backed up in multiple locations around the world. If Rockstar doesn't leave CyberLeak alone, it'll drop the build, granting access to millions of gamers in a matter of days. Before going any further, consider downloading the free Insider Gaming app, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but this one here. Rockstar continues cat and mouse chase with CyberLeak. Earlier today, CyberLeak uncovered the 7th leaked GTA 6 clip, emerging from the midst of an intense legal battle that has seen Take-Two subpoena Microsoft and Discord desperate to uncover the group's identity. This has been a wildfire week for the gaming space, and it shows no signs of cooling off anytime soon. In a post on their website, CyberLeak, the anonymous and mysterious entity going to war with Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive, wrote, so this quote right here, you're going to see this quote is fake. This quote is not true. Now, CyberLeak posted 3 videos today. I'm going to talk about those 3 videos. I'm going to break them down, but that's going to be at the end. I can't show you links. I can't show you the video because we'll get struck on the channel. But I can basically explain to you what I saw in them and what I think about them. But this right here, this quote is fake. So, CyberLeak has the build. It has had it for some time, and it no longer lives in one place. Copies sit on drives and servers spread across the globe in places Take-Two cannot reach. There is nothing left to seize. There is no server to raid. There are only copies, and none of them take orders anymore. Every day, CyberLeak must choose to cancel its release. Every day, that choice is made again, by hand on purpose. The game stays buried because CyberLeak keeps burying it, not because Rockstar secured anything. The choice lives whether CyberLeak is and nowhere else. But hunting CyberLeak would accomplish nothing, and the copies no longer need it. They do not need to be found, moved, or sent. Silencing CyberLeak would accomplish less than nothing. If anything happens to it, if it ever misses a morning, the cancellations end on their own. Nobody has to press anything. The release simply stops being canceled, and within days, GTA 6 will be running on the personal computers of millions of gamers around the globe. Complete permanent, no refund, no patch. No alternative. Every day CyberLeak is left alone is another day the game stays buried. Rockstar's best move to tread lightly. The schedule has no end date. It resets every morning forever. Tread lightly. So about this is this basically went this quote here went viral. And so, like, people were saying that, oh, that CyberLeak had threatened to leak the build of the game if they're going after by Rockstar. Now, CyberLeak's website has been taken down today. CyberLeak's website is offline, and not only is their website offline, their Telegram appears to be gone also. I have no idea for the reasoning for that. I'll show that a little bit later. But my proof that this quote is fake right here is there's a lot of people that made investigations on Reddit. I'll actually link the post below and I'll also link a tweet. But one guy says, mini-fat. This was from yesterday because I saw another user posted it, but no one else could confirm that the website actually said that, and they think the poster just edited the HTML. They think this is a false statement. Fake. This is taken from a fake Telegram channel. Insider Gaming even removed their Twitter post about this after being called out. Edit. Here you can see the post was removed. Game role status, and in reply, there's a picture of the same title. The article can't even be found on the website without the direct link. So, I see that information nowhere on CyberLeak's site. Where did they get that quote from? It was fake yesterday and spread by Twitter accounts. Fake does not show anywhere on the site. Fake news. So, fake statement. So, a lot of people here posting, but if we take a look right here, and this is from Game Roll here. Let me show the tweet right here. But this is literally completely false. None of this is true. at Tom Henderson. What has Insider Gaming been up to recently? The amount of GTA 6 misinformation that's been reported is absurd. Please advocate for some more research for churning out these articles. The post is unavailable, so the post that they made earlier is unavailable, but this article is still up here. So this article making that quote. So I checked it out. I did not find any proof of this quote being real. So this is why. You see, this is why I wait until the end of the day to post this stuff, to basically stop misinformation. But that is basically it. Is, there was misinformation that the hacker had 2 different Twitter accounts. There was misinformation that a hacker had a Discord account that he was giving a specific timeline on, and now you have misinformation that the hacker supposedly said that they were going to release like basically a full build of the game, which is not true. And I'll link GameRoll's tweet down below. But now, moving on to the next thing right here, is that the website for the hacker, the website has been taken down, and their Telegram. I'll link this article also below. GTA 6 hacker CyberLeak goes offline as Take-Two and Microsoft mount legal crackdown. After days of dodging takedowns and copyright strikes, CyberLeak's last remaining outlet just went quiet. Whether this prevents future leaks, however, is doubtful prospect at best. The last working mirror of CyberLeak's website has gone offline, returning a 502 error, or just as a leaker's Telegram channel. Its stated main outlet for sharing GTA 6 leaks was pulled down for copyright infringement. CyberLeak is the pseudonyms, individual, or group behind the wave of Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay footage and map leaks that began spreading online on August 18th. Unlike the 2022 GTA 6 hack, CyberLeak framed its leak as protest, demanding Rockstar end digital-only pre-orders, stop selling fake single-player DLC, and issue a public apology, funding its efforts through a self-created cryptocurrency token. Earlier attempts by Take-Two to block the website reportedly only decentralized access rather than fully removing it, with the leakers shifting between alternative domains to stay reachable. The apparent simultaneous loss of both the last website, Mirror, and the Telegram channel marks the most complete disruption of CyberLeak's distribution channels since the leaks began. So, either this guy's going into hiding, or this guy might make a post showing that he's still leaking stuff. And this from GTA 6 info. CyberLeak's last working website, Mirror, has now gone down, returning a 502 error. This comes shortly after the CyberLeak Telegram channel was taken down for copyright infringement. For now, all of CyberLeak's Mirror sites for distributing the GTA 6 leaks appear to be offline. So 502 bad gateway. A legal blitz ahead of Rockstar's own GTA 6 reveal on Netflix. The outrage follows Take-Two's escalating legal push to identify who's behind the leaks. On August 20, the publisher filed subpoenas with the Southern District Court of New York, targeting both Microsoft and Discord, including records tied to a GitHub repository that hosted the leaked material and linked to the now offline CyberLeak Research Telegram channel, confirming the cross-company collaboration. Microsoft Chief Technological Officer Scott Van Villett publicly addressed the situation on X, noting that the tech giant is actively assisting publisher leadership to protect creative works and intellectual property. Both Discord and Microsoft have until September 4 to hand over identifying details such as registration emails, IP addresses, and device identifiers. And from Scott Van Villett, we are working closely with Take-Two and Rockstar Games to support efforts to protect creative works and intellectual property. The sudden blackout has fueled speculation online about whether authorities have identified or caught the leaker, though there's no confirmation either way. Post questioning the GTA 6 leaker has been caught spread quickly on X, with some fans eager to see CyberLeak unmasked and others dismissing the excitement as wishful thinking from frustrated Rockstar loyalists. So about this, there's no proof that the hacker has been caught. So if the hacker does get caught, I'll make a video up, talking about that. But right now, there's no proof that the hacker has been caught. So for people saying the hacker has been caught, that is misinformation. At the time that I'm posting this video, I want to be clear, there is no proof that the hacker has been caught. Yes, he could be caught, but right now, as I'm posting this video, there's no proof he has been caught. Some people are saying he's been caught. It's misinformation, just like that quote that you saw earlier, misinformation. This is what I try to do, is I try to stop this, this clickbait and this misinformation on the channel. The blackout caps off at a chaotic several days for Rockstar and Take-Two. Beyond CyberLeak's leaks, a second, apparently unrelated group has separately claimed access to internal Rockstar material reportedly obtained by phishing an employee, and Take-Two's stock price briefly dropped by an estimated $3 billion in market value before partially recovering. CyberLeak continued teasing further footage and running paid votes on what to release next in the days before going dark, and previous takedown attempts haven't stopped the group for long. Rockstar's Netflix-hosted GTA 6 extended look is still scheduled for August 27, giving the studio one more chance to get ahead of the story before any potential next wave of leaks. Whether this is the end of the leaks or just another pause remains unclear, even as a seventh set of leaks seem to have made its way to Reddit and is currently being discussed there. So, just remember, that there's no proof that the hacker had threatened to leak a full build of the game. I think that that is misinformation. That is a fake quote. That was somebody that made a fake quote, and even gaming articles were, covering it. Which you have to wonder why gaming articles are not doing their research on stuff like this. It's a bit ridiculous. And I will tell you something. There are people online, and some of you guys, when you're gonna hear me say this, you're gonna say, "What the f?" But there are people that are online that are actually trying to find this hacker right now. Like, there are people actually doing that right now. And Anonymous, the largest hacking group, like the hacking vigilante group, Anonymous has actually responded to this, and they've actually made a tweet. I'll actually link their tweet down below. But Anonymous says, there's a wave of superheroes trying to hunt down the GTA 6 leaker. Imagine having zero shame doing free detective work for $1 billion corporation that couldn't care less about its consumers. And the thing about this, I agree with what Anonymous here is saying. I agree with this quote here, because this is the way that I'm looking at this. This is the way that I think about this. Is no, I'm not advocating for hacking into Rockstar. No, I don't support hacking into Rockstar. But my question is, and this is my question is, why are some people so determined to help catch this hacker? Why exactly? What is the main reason for that? Is this like some loyalty towards Rockstar or like Take-Two Interactive? That's basically my question on that. Because this is a multi-billion-dollar company with its own resources and stuff like this. Like, what are these people hoping to accomplish? Are they hoping to get paid? Are they hoping to get famous? Or is this some like ridiculous like fanboy loyalty towards Rockstar? So personally speaking, I just find it ridiculous that people are going off on their own and trying to find this hacker. I just think that it's pretty stupid. Why would you go even to the effort of trying to do that? So again, I don't want people putting words in my mouth. I'm not defending the hacker, but I'm saying it's kind of ridiculous of people basically like sticking their necks out for a multi-billion-dollar company that doesn't really care about them at all and are like trying to accomplish something and like act like heroes by finding the hacker. Doing 40 hours of unpaid forensic cyber investigation for a company that would copyright strike your funeral if a radio is playing in the background. Outstanding corporate loyalty. And about this is this comment, 7,300 likes. As ridiculous as this comment sounds, yes, I think that something like that would happen. If somebody actually uploaded a video of a funeral online and there was some song playing during the funeral, music companies would actually copyright that and try to monetize that. I am not joking when I say this. They would actually do that. Like, there is like music companies and like companies that will copyright the smallest things. I've gotten copyrighted by Take-Two Interactive before when I've done the the GTA San Andreas introduction. The copyright system on YouTube is just so ridiculous. If you want to know how ridiculous it was, I made a video like about almost 4 years ago. It was November 2022. I went to Bismarck, North Dakota, which is what Ludendorff, North Yankton, and GTA 5 is based on, and I was recording, what Bismarck looks like, and I was comparing it with the map in GTA 5. And at one point in the video, I went into the Bismarck shopping mall, and when I went into the shopping mall, and I was actually just recording the mall, just walking down, down through the mall, I walked past the store. I didn't even enter the store, but I walked past the store, and the store was playing some kind of song, and it was lightly recorded in my video. Like, it wasn't very loud, but it was lightly recorded in my video. There was a music company. This wasn't Take-Two in this case, but it was a music company who claimed my entire video on just all of, Bismarck, North Dakota, exploring the city, and literally it took me like, 4 or 5 hours to drive up there. I had to book a hotel and do all of this stuff and walking around, recording the entire town. And this was in winter. North Dakota is pretty cold in the winter time. And so I was, doing all of this stuff, and I recorded that video, and just for a music company to just copyright claim and try to steal the ad revenue in the video just for me walking past like a store in the shopping mall just for like a few seconds was ridiculous. And I had to edit that music out, and then when I edited the music out, I re-uploaded the video, and then I was able to get it monetized. But still, the whole thing was just absolutely stupid. And then look, another one here is 5,500 likes. Leave the multi-billion-dollar company alone. The fact that they don't see how effing ridiculous they are is worrying. Leave the multi-billion-dollar company alone. Couldn't care less for its customers and much less for its devs, given that they decided to cut their rights for made-up reasons. Anyone who feels bad for devs is performative if they don't care about the union or care Rockstar did this. Rockstar tells employees to get back in the office full-time, partly to stop more GTA 6 leaks. There are also productivity reasons. These superheroes are shilling for a company, but won't investigate the Epstein files, corrupted officials, or unsolved murders that have online info. So, about this is, you have to remember the controversy of Rockstar, where Rockstar basically laid off a bunch of workers because they wanted to unionize. And I will say this is, if you're asking me my view on these whole hacks, this whole hacking situation, what I think about this is I I don't endorse hacking. I don't support hacking, so I don't want people saying that. But what I will say about this situation is I feel bad for the individual developers, like the guys who, working on the map, the average workers at the place are working on the map, the story, stuff like that, the guns in the game. I feel bad for those guys for having their work leaked. But I don't feel bad for corporate. Corporate Rockstar and corporate Take-Two, I don't feel bad for them at all. After, a lot of the greedy stuff that they've done, the shark cards, the GTA Plus, going all digital, is what they've done to their workers, the union workers, how they abandoned Red Dead Online, a bunch of stuff. So like there's a whole list of reasons I could name of like Take-Two and Rockstar being greedy. So I'm not saying that they deserve it, but basically as I'm saying is I'm not going to shed a tear for corporate in this kind of situation. Now that we've basically covered all of this, I want to actually talk about the 3 new videos that were actually posted today, and I want to talk about me breaking them down and what I think of them. Okay, so the 3 videos that I watched today, the GTA 6 leaks, again, I cannot post them. I cannot show links or anything like that because I'll get copyright claimed. But I can talk about what I saw. So there was 3 videos that I saw. I saw like one which was like a 20-second video, and the 20-second video was Jason. It was the person was controlling Jason, but it was like the first clip where you actually saw Lucia. So Lucia was like an NPC in that one, and her and Jason were basically walking up the steps in like a strip club. And apparently this was Boobie's strip club. People know who Boobie is. Boobie is that one guy in the screenshot. I'll have his picture up on the screen right now. But he was basically like that big club owner. He's a major character in the storyline in GTA 6. We don't know what his full connection is to Jason and Lucia, but we do know that he has some kind of connection to them, and he runs a series of clubs. Now, in the video when they're walking up the steps, I think that this was an early build of gameplay because it didn't seem as smooth to me as the other ones. Like that 20-second clip, it felt laggy at times. It just did not feel as good as the other clips. And there's a guy in the club who works for Boobie who's, I think, taking them to Boobie's office. And what happens is, when they go up to the second floor, there's some guy that stops that guy and is asking him for more drinks. And that guy says, like, I'm not a servant or something like that. And then the guy says, you work for this club. And he's like, I'm not doing that. And they basically get into an argument over the drinks. And then they just keep walking. And that was pretty much it for that clip. Now, the next clip I wanted to talk about, it was another clip of a strip club. This one, it was just Jason. There was no Lucia. And the bar area that looked at there's a bar area that he walked to at the start, and it kind of looked like that bar area that's in the that was in the screenshots, which I'll show. And also from the trailer, so it kind of looks like that area. I don't know if that's that exact area, but this one seems much more smooth. It seems like much later gameplay. Jason is basically going through the strip club, walking around, seeing the dancers. But one thing that I did notice is that Jason actually takes out binoculars. So binoculars are a new, item that you can have in GTA 6. And Jason was actually zooming in on the strippers with the binoculars. And the stripper actually responded to Jason when he actually did that. So she actually said something to him. And then what happens is at the end of that video, what happens is Jason actually goes into the bathroom. I don't know if it's in the strip club because it like cut for a few seconds and then you see Jason like in a bathroom. Jason is, going to the bathroom, and then there's some weird guy that's like talking to him about some woman on like the left side, and Jason seems to just be ignoring him. And what I found, I don't know if people were trolling or if people were being serious. So I can't tell if people were being trolling or being serious, but I've seen comments of people saying that GTA 6 has a new feature where you can go to the bathroom, and I know that sounds really weird, but I don't know. Like I said, some people might be trolling, some people might be serious, but the way I interpreted it is it isn't a feature where you go to the bathroom. I don't think that's a feature in the game. Like in the game, it looked very much like a cutscene. So it didn't look like something like you go into the bathroom, you hit a button, then you go to the bathroom. It would look like an actual cutscene. Like it was an actual cutscene of Jason, going to the bathroom. They were at a urinal in the bathroom. Jason was at one, the weird guy was at the other one, and they were just talking for a few seconds. Jason was just ignoring him. So it doesn't seem like an actual feature to me in the game. So when I've seen people say that, I can't tell if they're being serious or if they're joking, but it's just a cutscene. Now we move on to the biggest video, the 2-minute video. This one was probably the most important one. So it shows Jason driving around in a supercar, and I think it's connected from the other gameplay. But what happens is Jason pulls into a gas station. And when he pulls into the gas station, I noticed 2 very important things when Jason pulls into the gas station. The first thing that I noticed is that Jason has an option to refill his gas. when he pulls into the gas station. So it seems like gas is going to be an actual feature. However, though, I will say this, and this is something I really don't like. I really don't like this. I'm not talking about the gas. I actually like the idea of having to buy gas for vehicles. I actually like it. You know, Mafia 2 was like that. Days Gone was like that too. That's what I liked about those games. However, though, the thing I don't like here, it's not that you buy gas. The thing I don't like is that when Jason hits the button to get gas, it just his car gets filled up automatically. Like, you just hit the button and that's it, you're done. I don't like that. I would like to see an animation where, you know, you get out and you basically, you know, you put the gas hose into your car and you fill it up. I would like to actually see the animation. I know it might take a little bit longer, but I would like to see the animation. For me, personally, it's stupid. When I see him just drive up to the gas station, just hit a button and gas is refilled, it's stupid. It's like an arcade game or something like that. Like, I would like to actually see them actually, get the hose nozzle out and just put it into the car and just, pump their gas. That's what I would like to see. I don't want to see them just pull into the gas station, just hit a signal button and gas is refilled. Now, the second thing that I noticed is when Jason pulled up at that pump, the second button that he could hit was repair. So, like, it was a repair button and it cost him something. I'm assuming that's to repair the car. So it appears that the gas stations are going to operate not just to refill your gas, but they could repair your car too. And if that's the case, that means that there's going to be a lot of places around the map that you can repair your car, because there's probably going to be a lot of gas stations around the map. So if that's the case, there's going to be a lot of places where you can actually repair your vehicle at. Now, what Jason does is after he refills his gas, he pulls up to the convenience store, and right in front of the gas station, he gets out. He walks into the convenience store. There is no cutscene for entering buildings. He just enters it right away, similar to GTA 5 when you enter the convenience store. He goes behind the counter and he just knocks the guy out. Now, right after he knocks the guy out, you see him actually opening up the drawers, and he's actually individually taking cash from each drawer. So, like, each drawer he actually puts his hand into, and he's actually taking cash from it. So, like, each side of the drawer. So, that was a little bit of attention to detail. Now, Jason, what he does is he gets into his car, and then he starts speeding away from the area. He has like a 2-star wanted level again. And what I noticed is, well, if you look at the mini-map when that's happening, when Jason is escaping from the cops, the mini-map has a blob. So it's very similar to GTA 4. It's not like the full red blob that we talked about the other time. It was just like a blinking, wanted level blob. So it looks like GTA 4's wanted system is coming back, where GTA 4's wanted system was like a really big blob on the map. And basically the goal was you have to get out of that blob. And then once you got out of that blob, there's less cops, and then you can try to lose them. I think the system was way better than what we had in GTA 5, where GTA 5 they didn't have that blob. It was just like a constant wanting system, and then you had to get away from the cops to get out of their sight, and then they would, it would lose over time. But the problem with that is that the cops would always spawn in front of you, helicopters and cars. So if they have brought back GTA 4's wanted system, I do like that. Now, what Jason ends up doing at that point is he drives over, pulls up to another gas station, so a completely different one, and he gets out, goes into the store. This time, he shoots the clerk. He kills the clerk, and what he does is he gets the money, and he gets back into the car. Now, what happens is Jason then starts driving down the highway really quickly, and he drives up this big bridge. And when he's on the bridge, he actually crashes into another vehicle. And this is what I noticed. When Jason crashes into that vehicle, everything goes into slow motion. So the crash itself, you saw it in slow motion. Like the car spinning out and the car hitting the other car. It was a slow motion thing. And I actually really like that. It reminds me of Burnout. If anybody's ever played the old Burnout games, it actually reminds me a lot of that. Like when you see the slow motion crashes, all of that stuff happening. So it heavily reminds me of Burnout. So I did like that. There's also slow motion kills in the game. That's been confirmed by the other gameplay that we saw like a couple days ago, where Jason had taken like a handgun from a security guard and pistol whipped him, and it was in slow motion when he pistol whipped him. So slow motion kills are confirmed to be in the game. On top of that is slow motion car crashes. What I'm curious about is whether enemies will have slow motion car crash kills. So like if you're getting chased by like an enemy, right? And while you're getting chased, if you shoot their tires and they spin out and they crash, is this going to show you like a slow motion thing of them crashing too? Or is this only for you? That's my question. Because kills, on foot are confirmed to have slow motion kills. Not every single one. But it's going to happen for some kills and for car crashes when it happens. Whether it happens for every single car crash, I don't know. But in that instance, they did show that. And that is pretty much it for the videos there. I think there's still going to be more leaks. So even though CyberLeaks website is down, I still think there's going to be more leaks, and I think there's going to be even more stuff for me to cover, moving up ahead. So let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like. Let me know what you think down below. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.